Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a sausage and rice stuffed pumpkin. You're going to need a small pumpkin like this, and you're going to have to cut a circle on top and clean it out like if you were going to carve it. Other ingredients you need are half a pound of shredded cheese. I use Monterey Jack, but you can use whatever you like. Two stalks of celery and half of a bell pepper cut up, and I cooked it for about 7 minutes to make it softer. Here is 2 bratwurst sausages that are ripped apart, and I already cooked them. 3 cut up stalks of green onion, some garlic. You're going to need half the can of chicken broth, half the can of cream of mushroom, 2 cups of cooked rice, and some seasoning like salt, cinnamon, cumin, whatever you like. So first, I already took a tablespoon and a half of butter and I melted it and I rubbed it all on the inside. You want to poke holes in your pumpkin like this, okay? Just like that. And then you're going to put the butter and cinnamon inside and spread it around so it can get into the pumpkin and give it flavor. Next, you're going to put the sausage into your pan on medium heat. When you're cooking raw sausage, you're going to realize that you need to drain it out because all the fat that's coming off of it. Wow. Since this is already cooked, I'm going to go ahead and add the other stuff. You're going to add your vegetables in here. Your green onions, pour them all in there. And get some garlic out. About 1 teaspoon instead. How much time? Just like that. And fry this for a minute or 2, it doesn't really matter. You just want to get all the flavor into it. Next, you're going to put in your 2 cups of rice. Now, the amount of stuff that you're going to need to stuff it with is going to depend on the size of your pumpkin. That's a pretty small pumpkin, so I'm probably going to end up with a lot more than I need to stuff it with. So mix it all in like that. So I didn't really use all of my rice. I'm going to add in, well, here you go. I'm going to put in half of the mushroom, cream of mushroom. Woo! Kind of messy. Okay. So now that this is good, put in half of your 1 cup of chicken broth to kind of soften it. Alright, and this is where you're going to want to add your seasoning and everything. So I don't really have a measurement for the amount that you should put in, but it's just do it to your own taste. I already put the onion powder and the cinnamon and butter into the pumpkin, so I don't need to add any more. Alright, so turn off your heat. You're done. You're going to put the pumpkin over here where you can scoop this stuff into the pumpkin. And be careful, this is really hot. So just stuff your pumpkin full on until it gets all the way up to the top. You can layer it if you want with cheese, or you can just put it all on the top. I'm going to go ahead and fill it 1/4 of the way full and then put some cheese in it. And before you start doing all this, you actually need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I forgot to mention that. Okay. And be more careful than I am. You don't want to pack it too tight also because you need to give the pumpkin some room because it's going to become softer when it gets in there. Oops. Okay. Also, you're going to cook this pumpkin in 350 degrees for about 30 minutes, and then for the remaining 45 minutes or so, you're going to want to cover your pumpkin with foil on top so that it doesn't burn. You'll notice that it starts getting kind of charred on top. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so then you replace your lid back on like this. Mine's kind of uneven, so I have to figure out where it went. There we go. So then you put it into your little pan, and it looks like that. It doesn't look like anything's in it. And you're gonna put it on the middle tray. Do not put it too low or too high. You don't need to grease it. Just set it onto the middle like that. And you're gonna cook it, depending on the size, for about an hour to an hour and a half. Sometimes longer. I would check after an hour. And if you can poke it with a fork, you're good. So that's how you make a sausage stuffed pumpkin. Thanks.